What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that I feel came out a lot sooner than I thought it was going to. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new Marvel Legends Gamerverse Psylocke versus Thanos. Now, we all know what this is meant to be, right? I mean, look at that. We all know. I mean, that is some amazing artwork back here. I love the design of the packaging here. You get to see the Mad Titan all there. There is your barcode. This is a Target exclusive, and I know it's sold out and people were all worried about it. Honestly, just go to your Targets and just ask. You know, I know that's not always the easiest thing to do. I'm from Philly. I get it. People aren't necessarily known for being polite around here, especially when you're a grown man asking for toys. Yeah, I get it, but it's worth it. That's what I did, and I was able to only have to go to one Target to find it. So, yeah. With that being said, I'm probably super late at posting this, but I wanted to talk about it anyway. So let's go ahead and do just that. So getting these video game versions of these characters out of the packaging, I have to say, I might go against the grain here and say that I'm a little underwhelmed. But it might just be a QC issue for me. I still really like Psylocke. I mean, that's why I bought this. Full disclosure, as cool as this Thanos is, I'm posting him on my Mercari. So if you're interested in just this Thanos, go check out my Mercari linked on my Instagram and stuff. So we'll actually start with Thanos just to kind of get him out of the way, since this is a figure we've seen before. That being said, I mean, he's an awesome looking Thanos. So if you missed out on the first one and you wanted Psylocke anyway, this is still a really good comic book Thanos. I mean, it's a complete reuse from the neck down, as far as I believe. So actually, I'm wrong. It is not a complete reuse. It actually has a ton of new parts. So I don't do this often, but I pulled down my normal, like, regular Thanos, which was already a great figure. I don't know. Now that I'm looking at them, I almost like this one more. Oh, man. I like this gold better than this gold because this is very orangey, specific to the game. But I love this head sculpt with the tall horns on the helmet. I mean, this Thanos is still great, but this pale blue is doing it for me. There's a little bit of shading on this one. Oh, there's a little bit on this one too. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know. All right, so it looks like the torso is reused. The arms, the legs for sure, but it looks like the gloves are different. Maybe the glove cuff is different, not the whole glove, but the cuff is different on both sides. The shoulder pauldron thing is different. It's smaller on the regular comic book Thanos. The boots and feet are completely different. Like I said, I think I like this one a little bit more. I do like the chunky feet. And then the pelvis piece, this piece, I think is the same. Yeah, that's... But this one seems longer. I don't know. Maybe I'm... It is new. It's got to be new because this doesn't have a slit in it. Yeah, so this is... That's new. It's very similar. I don't know why they did that. I mean, I don't... It's cool. And then the head sculpts are different. So, yeah. I mean, pretty interesting, but... Speaking of head sculpts, I mean, like I said, that Thanos head sculpt is freaking sick, dude. Holy crap, that is such a good head sculpt, man. The teeth, the paint, looks... Dude. Oh, man, that is such a good-looking Thanos head sculpt. The body does have a little bit of wash in it. You can kind of see under the pecs here, on the quads, but I don't know, not really... It's not great. I like the shiny, plasticky look for the gloves and stuff. I do wish that it was a better finish around. Like, it looks good. I think the plasticky kind of works in its favor this time around. I don't like this gap on the head here. I don't know if that's just on mine. But this orange band is a separate piece. So are the, like, ear things. But, yeah. He looks great. Looks very, very nice. For Thanos' accessories, he really doesn't come with much. He's just going to come with his, of course he would, Infinity Gauntlet. And I think this looks pretty good. I mean, it matches the colors from the game. Matches the glove, and it's easy enough to swap out. There you go. Boom. Get them snapping. Yeah, I think for this guy, one of the rare cases where I think Thanos benefits from just having a pair of fist hands. So, yeah, he looks really good. I'll run through the articulation really quick. He goes up and down, rotate, a little bit of pivot. He's actually on a double ball peg, so he actually gets a pretty good amount of pivot. I like that a lot. I don't remember that from the first one. Maybe I'm tripping. Shoulder goes up that much, rotate forward and back. Bicep is on like a rotating, it's like a cup. Rotate at the elbow, or swivel at the elbow, and then the wrist swivel and hinge. Crunch forward only about there. Back. I do wish he crunched forward more in this case, especially because like that's like his like fighting stance pose. His legs will go out that far. He'll kick forward, back, upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, boot. No boot. No boot. So the ankles go down, up, and they rotate. So he does what he needs to do for the most part. I mean, we'll take a look at like their poses in the end, but I mean, like you gotta get him in a super crunched pose, and he's just not going to be able to do that. Now let's take a look at mommy herself, Psylocke. This is a great looking figure for a couple reasons. Starting off, I mean, these head sculpts are ridiculous. The purple is the perfect amount of purple. Looks so good. Her face is gorgeous. That is such a well done head sculpt. Honestly, one of the best head sculpts I think Marvel Legends has done in a long time. And the alternate head is just as good. You get sculpted bands all the way around. Please give us a new Elektra. Mine is old and broken. Really could use a new Elektra on this mold. The waist looks great. Someone over at Hasbro knows what the hell they're doing. There is plumpness in between these bands on her legs, and she is thick. I'm not even just saying that to be a creep, a little bit, but it gives her more heroic proportions. But, I mean, let's be real here, guys. That's what we came here for. And then the legs are pretty simple. I wouldn't be surprised if these feet were reused. But, yeah, great looking figure. Great looking figure. She looks awesome just standing there. Though I do have a couple gripes with this figure. First of all, the paint on the skin, like around her butt cheek and like her pelvis, it doesn't match very good and looks kind of cheap. Not that big a deal, but just something I noticed. And mine is like cracking open because, oh wait, did it fix? Maybe it fixed. I mean, it is cracking open whenever I bend it, like, and it was doing this both ways. Originally I couldn't crunch her forward, but now it looks like I can. I mean, she doesn't really crunch forward that far anyway. We'll get that articulation, but that's annoying. So I don't really know how to fix that. So in terms of other accessories, let's jump into accessories, because I think everything else is pretty good. Jumping into accessories, I do wish she came with two gripping hands. Or two fist hands. She only comes with one fist hand. Then she comes with this C-grip hand, an open hand, which a pair of these would have been nice too, and then a pair of like the double pointer fingers, which these are for the certain accessories. She comes with, and we'll talk about this. We'll talk about the alternate head, which is so damn good. It is such a good head sculpt. Holy crap, that is such a good head sculpt. Definitely throwing that on the figure. It's almost like the custom I made of my girlfriend's logo for the channel, or girlfriend's avatar, I guess. But yeah, wow. That is a good-ass head sculpt. I love that. I love that. This expression matches my wife more anyway. So then you get the, where did I put it? You get the butterfly effect on her face. You know, that's like her iconic look. But I can't seem to really figure out how to use it. I mean, it's supposedly... Oh, hold on. Did I get it on camera? It's like when the teacher's looking. Yeah, actually, I take it back. That's the first time I was able to do it. But that looks really good. I like it. Then you get this like simple clip-on effect that kind of just clips on her wrist, but this is new, and it's power specific or character specific powers. That's what I like to see in the line. The pink looks so nice from darker to lighter, looks great, but I think the best accessories for her are easily the big ones that she comes with. So let's put both of the double pointed fingers on her and grab these. And I'm not exactly sure how to use these. I believe this is how you use them. Something along the lines of what I'm doing here. You kind of stuff the two fingers in there, and boom, you get these awesome swoosh effects. And you actually get two of these. So let's see. I don't know. I don't really... Are these the same sculpt? Did I get two of the same one? I think I got... No, they're different. They're different sculpts. So it should be this way, right? Unless I'm on the wrong side completely. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to use these. Which is annoying, but yeah. So I'll fix them for the pictures, but they look great. So you can get that like whoosh, like that is a good action pose for Psylocke. That looks great. Great amount of accessories for her. Definitely the accessory budget went to Psylocke here. Yeah, get that off. That does make me nervous because that is like a tight fit in there. Thin plastic, you know. Just be careful using the glass thing. All right. The head is going to go up, not at all, on either head, and then it'll pivot. The rest of it's pretty good. It just doesn't move up. So that's a little limiting. Shoulders only go up to about that far. They rotate 360. You do get a nice butterfly joint in here. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and then the wrist swivel, and vertical hinge on the pointer finger hands. Gripping hand gets a vertical hinge, and then the fist and the open hand get a horizontal hinge. Now this is where the articulation kind of falls flat for me. This upper diaphragm joint does virtually nothing other than rotate. I mean, that's a little bit of a bummer. I'm happy it's there, but it really doesn't do much. And then you saw my issues with the waist. So it's fine. It works. It's just not great. These big old hips, they go out that far. She kicks forward, back. Hidden thigh swivel, but it's a really ugly cut. Not a big fan of that. Double jointed knees, and then the ankles go down and up and pivot. So I wish the torso was a little better. Like, just do a double diaphragm joint, a good double diaphragm joint. But this works for what it is. So here they are next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Jazzwares Fortnite Series 6-inch Peely. Here they are next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Series Darwin. And then here they are next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends What If Series Zombie Captain America. So, with that being said, some of you might be wondering, yo, Ant, what are your final thoughts on this 2-pack? And I gotta say, it is a little pricey. I mean, you're looking at $65 for this pack. But is it worth that price point, you are wondering? And I gotta say, maybe not, probably not, but also it's still pretty good, and I'm not too upset about it. So I really do like the colors used here. The paint is very clean across the board. Psylocke comes with great accessories. I do wish Thanos posed a little bit better. I mean, that's like the best recreation of his pose I could do. You know, he doesn't really crunch down anymore, but yeah, they're a pretty solid 2-pack of figures. So if this is something that you were looking for, these will definitely float your boat. But with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. So at that price point of $65, I'm going to go ahead and give this 2-pack a 7.5 out of 10. I think that Psylocke is great, but if you already have Thanos, it kind of sucks you have to get him to get Psylocke. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all those apps, and I have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You copping? See you guys next one. Peace. On, guys, I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.